Welcome, 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 everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are here on the multiplayer server streaming on Twitch. For the first time, we're doing a live stream on this world. That's right. Take a look. I've done a couple of YouTube videos. If you missed those and you're on YouTube right now watching the stream after I've gone live, check the description. I'll have a little playlist down there for our multiplayer content. But don't worry, too, if you're a fan of the dinosaur world, my prehistoric live streaming series that we're currently in the midst of, that is still continuing, so don't worry at all. I just wanted to pop in here today because I've been having so much fun in the world here, and it's a little bit quiet now. We got a few folks with us though on the server. Oh, and there's some drifters outside too, but I got big plans for today's stream, so welcome everybody. And again, if you're on YouTube, check the description, a lot of handy links down there. And if you're interested in joining the server, all you have to do, join my Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You can get access to the Discord where you'll find directions on how to sign up. But there he is. Andy's here. What's up? The server's been a blast. Thank you, Andy. Andy is, of course, one of the pillars of our community. Yes, yes, yes. So thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. And I believe he's in game right now. In fact, let's go pay him a little visit if he's at the windmill. We've got a few priorities we got to take care of. Let me make sure I've got some food on me. Actually, I don't. So we're here in my restaurant currently, and let's see, it's cold outside. It is winter. Oh, yes. And we've got 30-day months on the server. So you can see we're on December 27th. Hopefully spring is right around the corner for sure. We've got high activity on the rifts, so we got to be careful. Oh no, I'm not about to. Oh, you're about 10K blocks south. I'm looking for a winter home. No problem, buddy. No problem. I'm glad you let me know. And of course, thanks for coming by here. So Andy's down south looking for a winter home. That's pretty smart. I love that idea. Here I am stuck up here cooking and slaving away in my kitchen, but I love it. Hey, Curly Fries. Made it to a live stream again. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Wist. How's it going? Thank you for joining me, everybody. We are just getting started live, and of course, we're not in the prehistoric world today, but don't worry, we're not giving up on that stream by any means. In fact, I'm probably going to do a bonus stream coming up for the prehistoric world this week. But speaking of bonus streams, we're in the multiplayer server. This is my server. Hello, Monster VT, also known as Aram. So far, we've got a few Patreons and community members in chat, so that's great to see. All right, so pretty pie cabinets. Thanks, Curly Fries. Yeah, so the server we're playing on, oh boy, I guess we've got close to 50 mods now. Some of them quality of life. We've got a few animal mods that add things like elephants and penguins, but we've also got some really sweet mods here that help with cabinets. These are actually cooling cabinets. So if we look in here, I can take some glacial ice, put it in my grid with the saw, and then I get cut ice. Now, of course, if you're familiar with glacier ice, this stuff never melts right here, so I just put it in the basket when I'm not using it. But this stuff right here will melt. You can see 0% melted. Now, what I do is I put it in there, close it, and of course, I'll put pies or crock pots in it, and you can see that it's got, it's fresh for 1.9 years now in here, these charred meat pies. So it definitely helps to extend it. Yeah, and the cut ice will melt after 25 days. Really cool mod. Adds a whole bunch of other shelves, too. Real quick, I'll just show you this, then we'll get started on today's work. But we've got pie shelves. I've literally got a case for putting my pumpkins in. Yeah. Gosh. Oh, my gosh, Curly Fries, I'm so sorry. Off the top of my head, I don't know the name of it. Wist might recall which one this is. Food shelves, that's it. Yes, Wist is of course a Patreon, and she's a big part of the community, and she recommended quite a few really great mods that have turned out to be so much fun. So yeah, food shelves, highly recommend it. Really, really cool. Actually gives you like a purpose for collecting glacial ice and stuff, so that's fun. But all right, so we've got some very important tasks to get to today, people. Let's do this. What I want to start with is just up the hill. Let me get my zoom on. Yeah, we got to be real cinematic with my spyglass here. So, boom. Snap zoom, people. Oh, look at that thick layer of snow on top of the windmill up there. So, this is our destination. We're going to the windmill, and we've got to get some charcoal going. Yeah, I know it's not glorious, but it's very important work. Oh, look at this little Viking cottage here. This is Aram's place. He's in chat right now, known as Monster VT, but he is our leather worker and bag maker. Very generous here, offering free bags to the community. He's got a mailbox here, and of course he's also an avid explorer too. Thank you guys. I haven't added any mods to my world yet. Definitely not adding 50. I understand, curly fries. I have a bad addiction to mods. This is something that I've wrestled with since I was young, playing games of RimWorld and Dwarf Fortress and stuff. I can't stop once I get going with the mods. Aram says, I got the teleporter outside my house, heading north at the moment. Nice, Aram. Nice. Now, as long as you place that one and link it to the same key we've got set here, I can then take this one and move it, because that's another thing we're going to be doing in today's stream, is working on a build for our teleportation hub. But first things first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Look at this, people. Oh, the server's been up, I think, less than 2 weeks just about, and we are already on top of steel. That's right, not just one, but we've got 2 steel furnaces going, aka cementarium, something crazy like that. But yeah, so these things are big old piglets. They eat so much charcoal, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah, we've advanced quite a bit, Curly. You better believe it. But if anybody's interested in joining the server, there's plenty of room. And of course, you can branch out and go independent if you want to have the experience of survival and, getting your way up through the metals and progression. Feel free. But of course, you can also borrow tools and come up here and make yourself some stuff. We're actually, well into our steel production now. This, if you do join soon, maybe don't grab the steel ingots just yet. We're still getting that up and running. But either way, let's focus here. Let's see. It's 3:30 in the morning. We've got high rift activity. Sounds like a perfect time to go chop some wood, people. So unfortunately, I need to fill this and get it going, or otherwise my friends, the blacksmiths here on the server, will be very upset, because we are almost out of charcoal. So I want to get that going. You see, we got our fire clay bricks here. This is all like the materials for our kilns, or, furnaces. Hey, Saturn, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming by. So far, we've got a bunch of the community here. Of course, the guy from Saturn is the legendary panning specialist. He is one of the folks who's chosen to branch out and go south. And, I shouldn't give too much of a, directions to your place. He wants to live that hermit life, you know what I'm saying? Perfectly viable here on the server, for sure. Let's see, Aram says, when you divide and conquer process, it does get really quick, 100%. I think that's what, all of civilization is founded on, division of labor and agriculture. Saturn says, where's the mythical post office I've been hearing about, buddy? I'm gonna hype up the suspense on that one. Whoa, that was a rabbit. Yeah, we're gonna have to fill up the charcoal pit first, and then we're going to go out there and take a look at the build. It's actually on the way to my newest project, which we're going to work on today too, so you'll get to see a lot of the post office as we run back and forth. But hang in there, my friend, because we're just getting started and we got a lot of fun to get to today. So I appreciate you guys coming in to the stream. Let's do it. Oh, and anybody who's on Twitch right now, maybe you're new and you're interested, I did pin my Patreon in the chat there for you. Come on. And yes, you might have noticed too, I'm currently using a meteoric axe to chop these bad boys down. Yes, courtesy of Degen Andy in chat. Thank you, my friend. He's not technically our blacksmith, he's a miner, but he's also very competent in the arts of blacksmithery. You can see we've got quality uncommon on this baby. Now I've actually got a backup here, so just to preserve some durability, although we can get it repaired, I'm going to just go to the strict iron axe here, especially when I'm like chopping wood into firewood. Yeah, I don't use my meteoric axe for that. It's really for just carrying around and showing off, essentially. Now, let's take a look at the map here. We've got some really great mods, ProspectTogether, so we can see the prospecting that other members of the community have done. Really helpful. And we can also share waypoints. If I want to share something, I just click this option. It's a new option, obviously, there. And everybody can see it. So I mention it because we've got to be careful and not cut down any of these leaky pine trees. We're going for the non-leaky ones here. Who would have thought bad manners would save your life one day, right, tree? All right, let's go. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming by the stream. This is a little bit of a bonus stream. Uh-oh, lost connection. Saturn, were you blacksmithing when you lost connection, my friend? I hope your whole system didn't crash down. Let me know if you can hear this message. We're trying out a new blacksmithing mod, and it's been doing it. You were not. Okay. No worries then. But good to hear. I like this. I like the ability to repair our stuff. Okay. We just need a little bit more wood, but I want to get enough so I don't have to run back and forth here. I just want to get this charcoal going so we can get to some more fun and interesting stuff here. But this is a good task to do while it's still early morning. Oh, that's a leaky pine right there, and it is March. See, I was over here busy just chit-chatting, didn't even know. All right, Saturn's back. Welcome back, my friend. Yeah, we do need the resin here. We've got a functional windmill, and I've even got a small windmill back home at my kitchen powering my mixing bowl. But, you know, if members of the community want to branch out and build their own windmill, it's always helpful to have a stash of resin for them. Let's see, Andy says, yeah, it's been giving me some issues. I'm done digging, and it seems a client-side issue only. Okay, well, we'll have to discuss that after the stream, buddy. Yeah, for sure. Okay, just making sure this doesn't have resin. Yeah, I want that to be a mod that we can keep going and stuff. So like I said, we'll get into the meat of it, of the issues later. All right, so I'm starting to get a little cold, so bear with me here as the screen gets visibility gets a little bit limited. We'll warm up here shortly, so don't you worry. That steel furnace, oh my gosh, in addition to be a little piglet, it is also very hot. We just step inside that for a minute. Center says chalk provinces. I'm sitting, okay. Let's see here. All right, do we get enough? I don't think so. Like I said, I want to be sure. Okay. Also don't want to get attacked by a bear. But, let me just show you this. I've got some newly acquired armor from our Tailor Whist. Cursed Whist. Look at this. Tailored Gambison. Oh, yeah. And it's been dyed black. Now, of course, I'm the chef of the colony, so I could hide the armor, and I could just show you my chef's outfit here with my fur booties. But I really like Whist's handiwork. She puts so much hard work into this, and it is a luxury piece of gear, so I'm really happy with it. She does have magic touch with her tailoring profession. Made it so much easier. She's provided us all with winter clothes. She's even got a stash of winter clothes near spawn for any new players who join in, since it's winter and it's a little bit hard to get yourself up and running when you just join a server in the dead of night and cold. But yeah, maybe we'll visit the spawn point, show you guys where you would enter the world at later on. But let's get back. I hope that's enough. We'll chop it as we go to maximize body economy here. This might be enough. Only needed a few more stacks of it, but oh well. Yeah, charcoal's one of those jobs, it's not glorious, but man oh man, it truly does keep the colony rolling here. I'm live on just Twitch currently, Curly Fries. Yeah, I'm not right now at the capability of dual streaming. So we're just on Twitch currently, my friend, not YouTube. But I'll probably do a YouTube stream, in the next day or two. I like to switch it up occasionally. But just strictly, although if you have to miss any part of this, or I am going to post the VOD on my YouTube channel probably tomorrow. This stream will be up tomorrow on YouTube, so go and check it out if you miss, or if you just want to see your chat on stream on YouTube. All right, here we are. Let's go inside and warm up real quick, because I know the limited screen visibility is quite annoying. Quite annoying. I had a stash of peat. This is literally just for warming my cold bones as I'm out there messing with the steel furnace. We'll take a quick look at the windmill, too, while we warm up. My bad, I got the notification, but it's the post. Whoops. Yeah, Curly. Whenever I stream on Twitch, I always make a community post on YouTube. So if you are subscribed to me on YouTube, yeah, you'll probably see that pop up. But the Twitch link is always in that post, too. I just try to make it easy as possible. Hey, Liberal Hands has joined. Let's say hi to Liberal. I don't know if he's aware that we're actually streaming, but possibly. Hey, buddy, he's another one of our blacksmiths. Yeah, the server's got a few, but of course, we have a mod called the Working Classes, and it's so much fun. Of course, I'm the cook, and if we want to look at our traits here as we warm up for a moment, I'm a knife expert. Can we move it? I'll just leave it. Oops, okay. Messing everything up here. Here we go. All right, knife expert. I can make whetstones. Actually, I haven't made a whetstone yet. I don't know how great that is. Now, this I have made, though. Better fuels. Yeah. The cook can make something called rot-infused peat bricks. Maybe if we do a little cooking later, I'll show you those. They're amazing, though. It's basically like a supercharged peat. Practice butcher, so we have negative animal detection range, which is really helpful for surviving. And increased melee damage, believe it or not. My Iron Falx here has downed many a beast. And we got some sort of inventive preservation. Oh, this gives us the ultimate recipe for a cook, which is the improved crock. Believe it or not, this recipe, and I won't spoil it, but I'll just tell you, it involves temporal gears. Believe it or not, you can make a crock with temporal gears or improve it. And of course, we've got some other buffs here. I've got a secondary profession too as the potter. That's another aspect of the working classes that you can do. But all right, enough talking. Let's get back to the work. This is what any successful colony is founded on. Elbow grease and sweat right here. Yep, so let's take a look at our first steel furnace. 74% complete. Very low charcoal. Whew. It's going to be just in the nick of time when this charcoal comes through. We're looking at 29% complete on our second one. And it's almost dwindled down too. We literally almost have no charcoal either. So I don't even think we have enough to refill both of those currently. So this is crucial, people. Let's do this. Firewood, the unsung hero of civilization. Oh, I hope it's enough. I tell you, just when, this is another rule of thumb I've mentioned before on Stream for Survival. When you think you got enough firewood for a cold winter's night out in the woods, go back and get 10 times more than what you currently have. Then you'll be prepared. You never know just how cold it can get, how much you're going to have to burn through. But here we go. All right, so we've got some lovely glass bricks, or whatever they are, boom, to seal it up so we can see. We did have an iron door here. We were kind of testing it to see if that would work, but it didn't appear to work. It was taking like way too long to finish, but either way, that's a side note. Hey, I need this grass. Hold on, yeah, we're gonna cannibalize that grass there. In fact, I'm gonna take all that. All right, and we'll use. I got a little bit in my inventory. We got a block to seal it up with. Let's go, people. All right, it's already. Let's do this. See, we've got this down to a science here. Bam. Yeah, I've made a few batches of charcoal before in my life. Not proud of it, but okay, there it is. It's lit. Make sure it's not exposed to air. Gotcha. There you go. It is odd that the iron door didn't work because the wiki says it's considered a solid door object, even though it does like have a little hole in the front of it, like a little window you can look through, but I don't know. I'm no expert. I just go with what works. Okay, people, so we're going to drop this stuff off here for later. There's a sign right above that stack. There we go. A little bit more. It's a pitiful amount compared to what we'll need to refill this sucker, but that's not to worry. Alright, so, yeah. Again, just a little bit of housekeeping before we get to the fun stuff here. Let's get these pit kilns going. These are, of course, the refractory bricks, and anybody unfamiliar with the steel making process, these refractory bricks, tier 1, 2, or 3, are required for constructing this bad boy here. Alright, what am I looking for? Sticks. Alright, we got sticks. We got sticks. Boom. And we'll... Can I put it away? It made the noise, but it didn't open it. That was funny. Alright, where's my peat? Oh, no. You just found a windmill rotor in a ruin. That's interesting. Hold on, let me get rid of this C right here. Yeah, that is pretty nice. Whoa, I just closed myself. Alright, there's a little bit of peat here. Is that enough? I think that's short. We'll use some firewood. Hey, buddy, your stream was so amazing to watch. Your next stream, add me on Discord. Okay, got you, my friend. I think that might be a bot. Bam. All right, so place. Whew, man, oh man, I'm already getting cold again. Oh, crap. Oh, no, I screwed that one up. We're not going to be able to light that one until I get 2 more peat bricks. It's so weird the way that works. I think I would have to destroy the whole set there to get that back. Can we place it? Oh, the sign's in the way. All right, so I'll deal with that 4th one, that little oddball there later. Whoa, just burned myself, people. Watch it. Yes. If you're tuning in, hoping to see some dinosaurs today. Oh, unfortunately, there's no dinos in this world. We do have a couple interesting animals, though. Elephants, rhinos, penguins. No serious predators, because we are trying to be new player friendly, you know, to a degree. But here we go, Saturn. I don't know if you're still in the chat, I should say. But if you are, my friend, we're just about to take a look at the new post office / stable area. All right, so this is my latest build over here. Of course, the windmill. Yes, this was a very important one. And behind it, I wanted some sort of like central drop-off point, a post office, as they say. And instead of just building a little cube out of dirt, I decided to go a little bit fancy with it. So this is the post office here. You see we've got some names of players up here. Whist. Here's mine. And Nitro. And of course you want to drop something off for me. You know, you put it in there. You got some rot or you got some poison mushrooms. You put them in my mailbox and I'll open them up. Have a little surprise, you know. We got our Nitro blacksmith over here. Andy the miner. Abram. There's a few extras too. And if we get enough people who want mailboxes, I was planning on putting it over here and stuff. Hey, the guy from Saturn. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Azul Bloom. Hello. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for coming by another stream today. Just getting started. We've been going for less than 30 minutes. Now, down here, Mr. Saturn, if you're still with us, these are some elk stables. You know what I desperately want, just as a side note? I need a mod that makes signs bigger and allows me to make my font bigger, too. I need a sign mod, for the love of God, here. I'm hearing noises. I think there's a rhinoceros on top of this place or something. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's an emu. Ah! Those birds, I tell you, these bird mods we've got, they make the craziest noises. Andy says you can already make the font bigger. How do I do that, Andy? Hold on, let's... It's probably something super easy and simple, and I just missed it. Is it this? Oh, for the love of God. Oh, my God. How did I not know that? Oh, I love it. I love it when I discover, like, the equivalent of 3rd grade level stuff live on stream here. It's so nice. It's so wonderful when that happens. Okay. It doesn't center it very well. Now I need okay, scrap what I said earlier. Now I need a mod that allows me to center large font better on the signs. No, I'm just kidding, but thank you, my friend. Now we get to go around the colony and resize every sign I've written. Let's go. And we'll do that right now, live on stream. No, I'm just kidding. But so this is it. Yep. And I don't really expect the elk stables to actually be used. It's kind of just for fun there, So it looks good. I wonder what you guys think. Let me know. But all right, so we're leaving the area. Oh, actually, I have something I want to drop off in Wist's mailbox. So let's see. She might already have a present in here. Don't look at that, people. That's a secret. Spoilers. Oh, more bots. All right, ban. We're doing the ban hammer all over the place today. I don't have my actual hammer. Shut up, Moa. Whatever kind of a bird you are. All right, we're moving, people. So, in addition to the post office, actually before that went up, we constructed some transit here. Yes, we got a little interstate pathway. My elk is too wild to be chained. I know, dude. I saw that elk yesterday. It was all the way up by the windmill, like walking around at the top of the hill. I was like, Jesus, that thing wanders far. Poor Aram. Buddy, it really matches your spirit. You've got a wild spirit. You like to get out there and explore the distant territories. And your elk has a personality to match you, my friend. That's just how it goes. Don't be sad about it. Embrace the crazy nature of your elk, sir. For it is the mirror of your own soul. Exactly. All right, so as you can see, it's kind of desolate out here. Not a lot of development in this part of the world until we peek over in that direction. Snap zoom. We've got the home of Wist in sight. Our Tailor, that's right, who I just dropped off the elk horn. So I guess I could have walked all the way out there to give her the horns, but actually those are moose horns, not elk. But we're not going over there right now, people. Oh, and also if we just, I think right there. No, that's a bush. Those are wolves. Oh, there it is. There's a house in the distance. That's another player's home. And along the road, I think it's just out of render distance. No, there's the corner of it. We can see another person's home. So there are some homesteaders out here, and we've built them some roads to make it easier to get home because there's cooking. I want them to eat my pies. But totally on the subject that this is the new build here, people. No wolf hunt today, Saturn. I've got plenty of meat. Well, I've got a little bit of meat back in the kitchen, but we're doing a building stream. Actually, we might do some cooking later, too. Just if we can't sleep or if we get stuck or something, we'll cook. But if I run out of too many resources. But this, people, is the location of the future teleportation hub. So if you're fans or viewers of my single-player series, you know that I am a big fan of what's called the Translocator Relocator. Oh, crap, I forgot a hammer. All right, let's run back. Yeah, this is a mod that allows us to move repaired translocators and link them together so that we can essentially teleport to wherever we want instead of just random locations. But it's a really great mod, and it sounds a bit OP, but it is balanced by the fact that you need a steel pickaxe to actually break and retrieve the translocators. Plus, they have to be repaired, too. So it is quite costly to amass. Oh, I thought that was a dinosaur, people. Oh my god, I thought I loaded up into the wrong world for the live stream. Ooh. Alright, don't tell the blacksmiths, but I have to cannibalize one of their hammers, guys. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, unfortunately we literally have no charcoal, so that means that the steel furnaces are just simply on hold for now. We won't lose progress, but slap that thing. Okay. Liberal, were you blacksmithing? Oh, I don't think Liberal's in the stream with us today. Curious what the cause of the crash was, but we'll find out later. So, yeah, we're going to be building a translocator hub. Yes, he was. Okay. Yep, we'll just have to keep that noted. Like I said, mod issues. Nothing's perfect in this world. Nothing can be simple or easy. But that's good. It's always a learning opportunity. Oh, he says no, he wasn't. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Did you read through the crowd? Oh, I'm sorry. Misreading chat there. All right, so, yeah. Now, again, we've got this fantastic mod called the Stone Quarry mod, which allows us to basically get large-scale production of certain kinds of stones going. Instead of the laborious, like, vanilla process of getting stone. I won't go through how it works because I've covered it before in previous episodes, but we're going to get some andesite and slate polished blocks here. Look at this. Boom. So easy. I already did the hard part. I went into the mountain and started just cutting out all these rock slabs here. And we've got more, but it's also quite fun the way that these things just fly off of the pallet. Okay, not to worry, not to worry. There we go. So I've got plenty more. Yeah, let's get a few more going. I was going to say let's get started, but I'll have to stop in like 2 seconds. Because you can see the footprint for this build is going to be pretty big. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to build it up on top of this. It's going to be more like almost like an auditorium. If you imagine like a half dome structure is kind of what I'm picturing in my mind. I haven't like gone into creative and pre-built it to see like what I need. That's not really how I build. I'm more of just like a free builder. You know, I get a loose idea in my mind and then I just start placing blocks. And oftentimes it doesn't work out, but that's why we have pickaxes and hammers, people, so we can destroy things and rebuild. And I'm not against that. All right, where the hell's my chisel? So we've got the finishing chisel. You can see stone quarry. If I were to use this chisel, the wedge, instead of getting polished blocks, we would get the ashlar blocks. Not the whole block, just the actual bricks. And we'd have to use mortar, which we might do at some point. But for right now, we're just going polished. So help give me some materials of the right color so I can kind of judge if I like these two things together, this black and blue. And it'll allow me to build, hopefully, a framework here. So, all right, people. Let's see, are we getting cold yet? I do have a little fire pit ready to go. See, I thought of everything. All right, tried to at least. All right, we'll put these away. We got a little bit of low fertility as scaffolding. Probably going to need this light here shortly, so we'll just put that. All right, let's build, people. So, like I was saying, half auditorium with the open section, like the largest section, facing us right now, so that as people ride by on their mounts or they walk up, they can just kind of enter this without having to like open a door or a fence or anything. And there'll be translocators that will be labeled, you know, that will take them to different parts of the world. So I think that the building itself is going to taper a bit. Let's start over here. We'll go with the nice solid black bricks or blocks here of slate. I really enjoy working with slate. And of course we're going to be doing symmetry here, trying to get both sides completely the same. And we're working on 2 blocks here since the road, eventually this road will go straight through, you know, the translocator and can continue in that direction if we need to. You know, if more players join and somebody wants a homestead over here, we'll still be able to extend the roadway. But, all right, let's just start slapping down blocks and see what this looks like here. Hey, Akitato, hello, my good friend. Thank you for coming by the live stream today, buddy. Hello. I'm doing well. I certainly hope everybody else is feeling the same. Right now, we're taking it a bit easy. We're taking a break from the dinosaur world. That's right. This is a brand new world. This is the multiplayer server, which I've made a couple of YouTube videos for, but yeah, this is our first live stream here in this world, my friend, and I'm glad you could make it. This has been my obsession, too, for the past several days. No joke. Actually, since we started, it's almost 2 weeks now, but God, I can't get enough. You know how it is. Every game is good, but it's always better multiplayer. I guess it's not true for every game, but this one's certainly like that. So welcome, everyone. Right now, we're currently building a teleportation hub. We're out here kind of in the middle of nowhere. The main like settlement or community is here by the lake, so we're just south of that. Oh, thank you. Let's see. First time chatter, Cutie Bun Bunny. Hello. Been loving your Phanerozoic YouTube, and I had to have more. Good to see you, Hardware Despair. Thanks for all your videos. You're welcome there, Bunny. Thank you for coming by. And don't worry, we are continuing the dinosaur series. No doubt about that. I just wanted to take a little break and do a bonus stream. And of course, I stream typically on the weekends, but yeah, if I have time on the weekdays, we'll do that too. All right, so we're doing a little building stream today. Oh, this is the multiplayer server. That's right, Lag. That's right. Yeah, we're not actually in the dino world today, but don't worry, we will be again coming up this weekend. And I might do a bonus stream for that world too, but I wanted to share the multiplayer server. You guys want to do a quick tour real quick? Since we got a few new faces in and probably haven't seen a lot of the work, we'll do a tour. We've got 12 folks in chat. Several of them are actual players on the server, but so again, we've got some homesteaders out here, and I'm building up the infrastructure. That's kind of our project, but you can see dead ahead. Boom. We've got the windmill, and the road is really my pride and joy. Oh, this moa. Yeah. So just here is my latest build. This I just finished yesterday. It's some stables for elk. Yeah, we've got elk stables here. Little covered bridge almost. And here is the post office. Yes, there it is. So members of the community can leave each other items and stuff like that. Or you can even write messages in this game, send requests, you know. But this is the windmill. Let's take a little peek here. We've got double helve hammers with the capability to expand even more over here. These are the bunny rabbits that got trapped, and now we just keep them as pets, as you can see. Let's run up to the top. It'll give us a good view of the entire lakeside here. Oh, the snow is thick, people. It's thick. Here it is. Oh, yeah. So you can see if you join the server for the first time or if you die, the initial spawn point is right there. I set up a little bit of a building, nothing too elaborate, but just in case like a bear or some wolves happen to spawn nearby, I didn't want new players to die immediately. So they've got a little bit of a safety buff. We've got a bridge across the lake here, and there's some ruins. That might actually be a player's abandoned house, I'm not sure. Oh, looks like somebody built a little archway. Yeah, we got another house. But over here is my restaurant, and of course this was our starting location where we really as a group kind of pulled together and just used a bunch of clay and stuff to make our way, but it's really developed a lot. There's Aram's house. But yeah, let's get back to building. I'm really anxious to see what we can do with this build here. We might take a break too if you guys want to see some cooking. I might do some cooking in my kitchen if you're interested in that, but thank you, everybody, for coming by the stream. Cutie Bun Bun says, I've started my own playthrough with primitive survival because of your vids. It's been a fun and hard 3 hours so far. I love it. Oh, my friend, tell me all about it. I'm doing a Homo sapiens, but of course your primitive survival, I imagine, is similar, and it is a challenge for sure. You guys have made some great progress. Do you guys divide jobs up? Yes. Yes, we do. It's not strict, and we have the ability to change professions down the road. So if you join and change your mind, I can help you do that. But we do have a mod called the Working Classes installed, and so it adds a bunch of new classes. I think about 8 or so. And I am currently the cook. Whoops, that's chat. Yeah, so you can see the cook here. I'll pull up the traits page. I went through this earlier, but I'll give you a chance to look at it here for a moment while we chat. But it's really fun, and we've done a pretty good job of dividing the labor. Whist, who lives over there in that house, she's our tailor. Of course, I'm the cook, as previously mentioned. We've got a few blacksmiths, some miners. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and really it has, honest to God, allowed us to progress, I think, a lot quicker than if, everybody was just generalizing. And I'm out of slate. Damn it. All right, well, we'll set up some more pallets here. Oh, I know I'm going to get just get started, and I'm going to run out of materials for this stupid thing. Yeah, because you can tell it's going to be a pretty big build. But that's good. That's all right. I like ambitious projects. And if we have to, we'll just go deep into the mines and quarry out some stones again. It's actually kind of fun to use the quarry mod. Andy says, if you're interested in starting and wonder what job hasn't been taken, we don't have a dedicated farmer. Actually, just to correct you, Andy, you would have been right. Up until just this morning, we had a player join who's said they want to be a farmer, but not to discourage anybody. You can certainly still be a farmer here at the server if that's your thing. And I would greatly appreciate it because, of course, I'm the cook, but I've been kind of taking on the dual role of farming too, so you could take that off my hands. I'd be real happy. It's still been a ton of fun helping out and just doing everything. But yeah, there's a lot of good options. What's another one we don't have? Don't we? We don't have a single blackguard either, do we? That's right. If you're a capable fighter and you feel adventuresome, I think the blackguard role is totally. And the good thing about the working classes mod is it actually does tweak the vanilla classes a little bit too. All right, it's too dark over there. Boom. God, I love the color of this stuff, how dark it is. Boom. Andy, too, you're in chat now. I meant to tell you, I went into your translocator, the one that's right by your house. Where is it? It's like right. It's super close. Is it not marked anymore? Oh, there it is. No, that's not the one. What happened to it? Am I completely confused here? See, I went into Wists, and I got some slate out of that. And then I remember yours, the one with the copper. Yeah, that was me, buddy. I'm sorry. I meant to tell you. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't mess up your tunnel. I needed some of the andesite, and I went in. Where is... Oh, did you unmark it because some vandal went in? Is that what it was? Aaron moved it. Oh, you moved the translocators. Okay, cool. No worries. I will get some andesite from somewhere else. There's got to be some. Actually, I need slate now, but that's okay. Yeah, that was me. I was the little tomb robber. Went in this morning. That's where I got all these pallets from. Now I'm going to be a rebel. Give me the chisels. I bet if you don't have a local artist. No. I haven't had the chance to do any chiseling yet, although I do love it. I've been mainly building, which is something else that I love. So we definitely need somebody to chisel. I was, in fact, commenting the other day how this stretch of road could really use some like nice artwork, some statues, along it. So as we make this run, we have something to look at along the way. There we go. All right, so only got 8 left. Crap. We're gonna have to adventure around, look for some slate. Well, at the very least, this gives you an idea here of what I'm going to do. And let's put this andesite here. I don't know if this is really where I want this, like layered like this, but let's put the blue next to the black and see what it actually looks like. Because I haven't... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Wish it was daylight out here, but... Chiseling Adventure Story is fun, probably the most favorite mechanic. It's an incredible mechanic. I really hope that they develop like the wall painting too, like the cave art you can do. I really hope they develop that into something where you can get just as creative with like drawing and painting on flat surfaces as you can with chiseling. You mentioned a video that the server is with BetterRuins. How do you feel about this mod? I thought playing with it, but scared it's going to be overpowered. It is a bit overpowered, in the sense you're going to get some really nice loot, and some of it's fairly easy to acquire, if you stick close to the surface of some of these ruins. Now, I personally haven't done a whole lot of exploration. I've been sticking close to home and baking and building, which I love. But we've definitely got some players who have adventured around, and I think, if I can speak for them, if I may be so bold, that they're enjoying the BetterRuins mod quite a bit. It also introduces some really interesting loot which is not in the base game, and I'll show you a piece right now because I have one in my chest. This was gifted to me by a member of the server. Check this out, Pavers Road Blueprint, and you can see down the very bottom of all the text it says the mod is the BetterRuins mod. So this and many other types of blueprints are potential loot you'll find in some of these ruins. And what this does, if I put it in the crafting grid with the recipe for a stone path. Now, normally it would only make one with that material. If I put that in, it makes 4 with one click. So, and there's a lot of these for a variety of different things. It makes them cheaper and things like that. And it's super cool idea for loot. You know, it's not like armor or some badass weapon necessarily, but it's still a really clever, like, interesting incentive to get you out there and, you know, get you looting these structures and stuff. So overall, that was a very long-winded way of answering your question in the positive and saying I do like the BetterRuins mod. And I think in future multiplayer servers, if it calls for it, we'll install it again for sure. You know, because unfortunately at this point in the development, I would say that the story locations are not super great. They're going to give you a little bit of enjoyment and excitement, but ultimately it's not that much. You're going to get a couple hours of fun out of that, especially in a group. You're going to roll through it pretty quick. But the BetterRuins offer, you know, interesting dungeon opportunities, I think. And we also have the dungeons mod too, so that's amazing. But all right, anyway, we're officially out of this beautiful slate that I love. Now, if I had more, like I said, this is going to need to... Oh, I don't want to place it there until we get more slate. There we go. Yeah, so this building is going to taper, so I probably wouldn't go any higher with it. What I think I would start to do is maybe... build it in like that. Yeah, that could be cool. And then, I mean, it's going to be a little claustrophobic on this first level, but it's going to open up bigger. So I think the overall impression is going to be nice and open and like an auditorium or something. Oh, you're welcome, Akitato. Happy to help, my friend. Balanced loot is always better. Mods that give you too much OP is kind of kill the fun after a while. That's true, Lag. You're right about that, but also consider that a lot, like after the first week of the server being open, a lot of the easiest loot has already been picked clean. You know what I'm saying? And not to like fault or, you know, admonish anybody out there who are really good and quick players. It's just that in a multiplayer server, eventually it does kind of balance itself out a little bit because you're going to have to dive deeper and deeper to get more and more loot. You know what I'm saying? So, and unfortunately, that's true with a lot of things like cattails and like food and berry bushes. There aren't going to be much around spawn after a multiplayer server like ages a bit and matures, but it's fun. I mean, ultimately, I'm having so much fun with just the community aspect of it that it really hasn't bothered me. All right, we're going to put some of this stuff away. Unfortunately, I think I definitely underestimated what I'd need for resources, but you can expect videos and, of course, more streams on the progress of this building for sure. And we're not done. Oh, no, don't go anywhere, people. We're going to transition into a little bit of cooking, I think, for now. It's almost midnight, so let's head to the kitchen. Wait, where's my lantern? I don't want to leave that behind. There we go. I've got a beautiful bismuth lantern with a lovely silver lining in it, so that's very precious to me. Let's go, people. Yeah, just make sure I didn't leave anything I need. All right, we're good to go. Drop that off. We're going to plant these on our way back. Oops, got a little bit of road there. All right, let's go, people. Yeah, you know, that's the thing with these big builds like that. It's a work in progress. Sometimes you can't get it all done in one sitting. Oh, my gosh, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by and visiting with me here in the multiplayer world. Oh, I can see I'm starting to get cold too. The edges of my screen are frosting. Oh, here we go, here we go. Now, despite the fencing on this road, it is not totally impervious to wolves. You can see there's a block to the side, and I love the lanterns here. These paper lanterns are amazing, but wolves can occasionally get into the road here, so tread lightly, folks, if you travel the highways at night. Oh my god, this moa. Alright, you're coming with me. Oh, ho, ho. Did you see how it flopped over? 2 quick hits with the Iron Falks. Not to mention, of course, the cook has a melee bonus. Whoops. Yeah, if we look at my traits here, Knife Expert. Oh, that's not it. Practice Butcher. Yeah, 15% increased melee weapon damage. So, believe it or not, the cook is actually a fairly decent fighter. I would drop this Moa pelt in Aram's mailbox because he's our leather worker, but I'm headed by his place, so I'll just put it directly in his house. All right, what do we got? Go through here. See, we're warming up already. This is good. It's got to be warm in the blacksmiths, right? All right, let's check on the charcoal. Make sure it's still working. Okay, still smoking away. Unfortunately, the steel furnaces are now completely on hold, but that's okay. We'll get those filled up as soon as that charcoal's done. Have you met an in-real-life cook? Not surprised the cook has good hand-to-hand combat skills. Oh, that's true, you know? Sometimes those customer complaints are unjustified, and you just have to teach a rowdy customer a lesson. Let's go. Oh, and another mod I want to bring you guys to your attention, one that I've absolutely fallen in love with in this world. It's my first time playing with it, really, is the XSkills mod. Oh my god, by hitting the O button on my keyboard, I can bring up this window, and it is a fantastic mod. I'm not going to read through all of these because there are a lot, but oh look, we do have a point in metalworking. Yeah. So let's place this. You can see my skill level, current experience, how much I need to my next level, ability points, unlearn points. It's a whole system, but we've got some really cool perks here you can choose. I think we're going to continue with our hammer expert. After finishing work on metal or on an anvil, your hammer will get durability back. The return durability corresponds to 5% additional 2% for each level. So yeah, oh crap, it's white. I can't. We'll do heavy hits. Yeah, I'm not actually much of a metal worker. You can see my best skill is cooking, but I do spend a little bit of time there. You can save up those points. Oh, thank you, Andy. That's probably what I should be doing at this point, especially in like my cooking and stuff. Okay, thank you. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's my first time playing with this mod, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It is easily going to be another mod that I pretty much always play with in the future, but all right, we're going to head back to the kitchen, so let's grab this salt. You can see this is my chest where I put my to-be ground stuff. I got a bunch of halite delivered from the south, and I got some grain in there. But here we go, people, down the hill. I'm going to swing by Aram's with this Moa pelt. Hello. Now, the pelts are pretty cool. It's essentially like a skin that won't... I call it a pelt. That's what it calls it, yeah. But it's a skin that won't go bad. Now, if I put it in my grid with the knife, where is it? There it is. Then we can turn it into the normal hides you're used to seeing, but those will rot away eventually. So I like to keep it in this, and I'm just going to drop it in Aram's mailbox for him. There it is. He's our leather worker. How do you get points? Is it Skyrim-esque? Like, yes. Yes, it is. So, for instance, cooking, which we're going to do. Very self-explanatory. The more you cook, bake, cook in crock pots, that kind of stuff, you get little experience points. And you can see it's pretty granular. It's a grind, You can definitely build an overpowered character eventually with the XSkills mod. Hey, the DV Ghost. But it'll take you time. It will be a grind to get those. And there's so many different. Let me just pull this up. But you've got your main 3 tiers here, the first 3 tabs. survival, collecting, processing, and underneath those, we've got subcategories. These are what you'll earn your points in. And you'll see a little number sitting there if you have a point ready to spend. Under each tree, there's several subcategories, which have their own experience cap and stuff. And cooking, pottery, lots of fun. So much fun. Really interesting stuff, too. Look at this, just in as example. Salty backpack for the cook. Ingredients in your backpack perish at only 75% fast as normal. So, a lot of really cool stuff there. Alright, so here's the kitchen. Let's put away some stuff here. I've got salt. This is kind of my dry goods chest where I put stuff that isn't going to go bad. Oops. There we go. Oh, now speaking of stuff that'll go bad, I do have some meat here. This right here is kind of my little temporary spot where I put flour, some of my raw gelatin, which by the way is a pain in the butt to make. But let's throw that meat in there because we're going to go retrieve some more meat. And we're going to do some cooking, people. Wait. Before we do, I want to plant these pine seeds. Yeah, I really need wood close to home. I could just throw these in a chest, and I'm tempted to, but let's do the responsible, proper thing, and we'll plant some of these. I realize they won't grow until spring, but get them in the ground now, people. There we go. You can also see I've got a little bit, of a windmill on the top of my house here. That's to power my, what is it? My mixing bowl. Yeah, believe it or not, that's powered via the windmill, and it's super helpful. Mixing stuff by hand is really laborious. But, oh, I forgot to show you the coolest part. I've got a kitty. This is Balthazar, people. Say hello. Everybody, you want some feathers in there to play with Balthazar? No, probably not. Let's go put these feathers away real quick. Did you hear the kitty? Yeah, we have the cats mod, and we have the wolf mod installed with the pet AI, so we're able to tame wolves and find and tame cats too. That's right, little kitty. I do have a dog. I think I introduced Taco in one of my YouTube videos for this server, but let's go say hi. Hello. Taco inhabits the same kennel here as the Rams do. Look at this big guy. Oh, I should have put your fence a little bit farther back from the door there, sir, shouldn't I? Hello. Oh, she can be milked, but might become aggressive. Let's see if we can get a bucket of milk out of this one. So this was actually quite a chore. What you're seeing here is the result of me capturing 2 sheep up on the side of the mountain and penning them up, and then I started breeding them up there on the mountain. And when they had babies, we got milk. I captured their offspring in reed basket traps. Here's Taco, by the way. Hello, Taco. And once I had captured them, I moved them in here. And I got a male and a female together. So that's generation 2. And the original parents are still up on the side of the hill. Like if other players want to try to domesticate their own sheep. But I really wanted to get them underground here. So when I milk them, I'll have to run like halfway across the dang mountainside. Just with a bucket of milk in my hands, trying not to spill it. There we go, look at that. Oh yeah, so our first steps towards making cheese. That's amazing, people. Now, why did we come back here? Oh yeah, we're coming in here to get some meat, aren't we? Because we're going to cook. Hey, so this is the real cellar right here where all the food is stored. Now, let's see. Sadly, I have almost no fruit left. That's 34% spoiled. Let's just raid my cupboards. Doesn't look like much, but we do want the breadcrumbs. Those are going to be really good for us. No grain. I have, there it is. I have a few veggies left, but I mean, as you can tell, we're in the dead of winter now, so the produce is starting to get a little bit sparse here. Nonetheless, I've got my secret stash. I tried to make blue cheese recently, ended up with rot. Oh no, lag. I've tried to make blue cheese in my single player world, and I always end up with just cheddar cheese. It's not easy, and the guide doesn't give you like a really clear instructions on how to do it. But yeah, if I ever manage to do it successfully, I'll do like a little video tutorial on like my setup or something, because I think it's really it's needed. There's not a lot of info out there about it, but it's cool. That's why I love Vintage Story. One of the reasons, like, there's so much to do. Like, the first time I was told that there was even blue cheese in this game, I thought somebody was trolling me. I thought they were just joking. You know, I was like, no, that's not in the game. You can't make blue cheese, but sure as hell you can. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Got a little bit of meat stashed away. Oh, I've also got some pickled veggies. The salt is still very precious in our world. We do have a deposit of it, but it's pretty far away, so I haven't been pickling like crazy, but essentially those onions are going to be what I used to pickle or curdle the milk when we're ready. So anyway, enough talking, people. It's time to get down to the action. Cooking. Okay, and of course, this is like the public cellar where we'll put all the stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm low on pies, people. We might have to do some pies. Oh yeah, lag. We're doing expanded cooking and culinary artillery. You better believe it, my friend. I love those mods. Big reason I wanted to go with the chef role in our colony is because of those two mods in particular. I want to really explore them and make a bunch of stuff. Oh, let me show you my secret stash. I don't even think most of the people on the server know about this. Okay, guys, you're gonna see a little secret. These are my quarters, people. This door is locked, so don't even try and get in here without me. Oh, it's a horror show in here, isn't it? I got a bunch of sausage curing in the ceiling, but look at this, look at this. This is the result of some of my most advanced cooking yet, and it's hard to do, but look at this. I've got a stack of fruit bars. Oh, these are monumental, people. This thing right here has like a healing buff on it. So you eat this and you'll get health over time. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And over here, I've got some cooked pemmican. This is not quite as special as the other one, but I mean, it's going to last for a really long time. But that's just some new stuff. Like, I had never made either of these things before playing in this world, you know, and just really being able to dedicate time to cooking and stuff. So absolutely love it. Now let's do it. Let's cook. We're not going to do anything quite as elaborate as that right now. We'll just go with some basic crocs and stuff. But right now I'm using my rolling pin to turn regular meat into smashed meat. And then I'm going to put the smashed meat back in the grid with my knife, and that turns into red meat nuggets right there. Boom. Same with bush meat. All right, and that is what I will use to make some stew. We could actually... Oh, there's no wind right now. Yeah, so we can't, but we could actually make more of that sausage with these nuggets. If I were to put 6 in there and then grab some fat... It takes a lot of fat to make sausage. If you don't have a lot of fat, but yeah, you can see we'll make raw bushmeat sausage. Really cool. This is what you just saw hanging on the ceiling back there in my room. But we're just doing crocs right now. I'm getting a little bit low on crock pots for the colony, so we'll make those. I can see the benefit with their multiplayer solo play. Leaves you balancing a ton of things. You can easily spend years in game. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I always knew that the expanded foods was like, I had it installed and I knew there was so many awesome recipes that I just never had the time to experiment with, you know. But thanks to the great community we've got, the wonderful and dedicated players, that's right, I've been able to spend a lot of time doing some new stuff. It's really opened up the game a lot more. Okay, so let's get all of these open. We'll do this like a proper chef. We'll set everything up in one fell swoop. I'm running low on bush meat, so we'll go into our regular red meat, go across the board. Do that. All right, and let's do breadcrumbs. you're unfamiliar with breadcrumbs, you get these by baking loaves of bread and then taking those loaves and putting them in your cairn and grinding the bread into breadcrumbs. And then you can put it in stew, and you'll get that grain saturation in a stew. So it's really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any fruit. All the berries are dead, and there are no fruit trees mature in the world yet. But this coming spring, we should start to see some. So there we go. We got a good round of stew. Almost totally full. This one's only 3 servings, but we need fuel, people. And yeah, I've got a stack of peat bricks here. As you can see, that's typically my backup. But this, the rot infused peat, this is a special recipe for the cook only. So if you take cook as your profession or as your secondary profession, you can make these, and they are amazing. Let me show you. So normally you'd probably have to put like 4 or 5 bricks of peat in one of these. In fact, let's test it. So here's a 6 portion. We'll put 6 pieces of peat in that one. Here is a 6 portion. We're going to put 1 peat or rot infused brick in that one. Okay. And we'll see if it can cook it up. I guess I better just go ahead and do the rest too. Let's put 1 and 1. There we go. All right. Let's light these babies up, people. Yeah. It's so much fun here. And I invite you guys all to join. One day I would love to make this server a public server, so just anybody can join, no charge. But for right now, in order to cover some of the costs of the server rental itself, and of course to help to support the channel, you do have to donate on Patreon to get access, but it's as little as $2 a month. So I hate playing the salesman role, but it definitely helps the channel. And of course, you can be part of a really great and fun community too. But enough of that. Let's get going. It burns at a lower temperature and for much longer. That's right, Andy. 100%. So we can see that the peat here is at 4 bricks. The other ones have been used, but watch just how quickly this burns compared to the rot-infused peat bricks. Of course, as the little flames trickle away. That one just went through a full cycle of brick. These haven't even barely started yet. Look at this. And I think it's a little bit slower to heat up, though. Yeah, you can see it's a slower build. But ultimately, it doesn't seem like it's going to translate to a much quicker output either way. Did I forget this one? Oh, look, I messed this one up. See, it's not cooking. I put too many portions of grain in here. That's embarrassing. You guys didn't see that. There we go. It's almost as embarrassing as me not realizing that I can change the font of these signs. Like a 4-year-old. Better. I love it. I did install a mod that changed the font to this more like, I don't know, fancy script here, so I like that a lot. But all right, what do you say we bake some bread too? I really wish I could make fruit bread, but I don't have any fruit, so we'll just have to bake regular bread. You people in the colony, you'll have to live on just regular stale bread. Or not stale, good bread. All right, let's just keep an eye on this. I might have to toss a little bit more in, but honest to God, I probably won't. That rot-infused peat is something special. All right, let's see. What are we doing? Should probably put... Oh, I forgot this meat. Come here. You know what? This chicken, I'm not even going to bother with that. Come here, little Balthazar. Give Balthazar some chicken. Yeah. Enjoy that, kitty. All right, we'll give her that other... we'll give him that other piece later. But we will do this. Thank you very much. Okay, we can do another small round of crocs with these. That'll be good. That'll be my lunch for the day, basically. Speaking of lunch, let's have a bit to eat. All right, put that away. Yeah, let's get some bread made. I've got 4 ovens. And you might say to yourself, damn, that's overkill. No, not when I'm cooking up a dozen pies at once, people. Let me tell you what. All right, we've got plenty of flour here. Do this 4 at a time. Close that up. Give it to me. Look at that bread dough. And the good news is, very fortunate for the cook here, the trader, which happens to be right near spawn, actually buys bread. He will trade gears for my bread. Yeah, he's not too far. He's literally right there. Yeah, pretty fortunate for me. Okay, let's pour these in, people. What's going on? See, look at this. Yeah. What did I put? 6 pieces of peat, and they're gone. Whereas one single piece of that rot-infused peat. 1 for 6, man. That's a pretty good ratio. Not to brag, but the cook is overpowered, people. He is OP. Let's do it. Oh, Hardware, there's a message in the server for you. You mean right here? Oh, you're talking about the Discord server. There we go. Put that up. Didn't somebody new join, or is it emergency? Can it wait till after stream? That's really the question. The game server, I got some redwood and ebony for. Oh, okay. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Maybe I can incorporate some of that into the new build. I'd love that. All right, so let's see. I'm going to seal these crocs up. They don't all have a full 4 servings in them. Yeah, this one's got 1 serving. Wait, it's not that one. No. It's that one. All right, I'll keep this one. That'll be for me. Where's my bowl? There we go. And we'll put this down. Now, in a multiplayer server, there is a feature called land claiming. And that's actually in the vanilla game, which is interesting. It allows you to claim a piece of land that you've built or you plan on building on. And you can give access to people so they can open doors and chests, but they won't be able to destroy blocks and stuff. So my little cafe restaurant here has been claimed. But as you might notice, people still come and go and are able to open doors and stuff. But if they break their pickaxe out and try and destroy my walls or whatever, it's not going to work. Of course, I can do it, but yeah. I can give permission, I think, to other players. And anyone on the server is able to do that. There's limits, so you're not going to be able to come in and claim like the whole continent. But you can definitely protect your own claim. And you're entitled to your privacy here on the server, so it's a fun feature too. It definitely gives you a sense of ownership to your little piece of land, and protects things. Prevents any unfortunate disagreements potentially. Ebony is so nice. I think I had to travel 60,000 blocks to find it in your main world. That would make sense if you've got like a normal sized world, the default size, which is really big. Yeah, you're gonna have to travel tens of thousands of blocks to get from like normal spawn to the south. I love both the claim and the auction house mechanics. Yeah, Saturn, that's right. I forgot. There is also a built-in auction house system, and maybe we can take some of this bread to the trader once it's cooked, and we'll look at that in more detail. But we haven't been using it too much because we're still fairly new, and I don't think everybody has like enough rusty gears to use for deposits and stuff, which is required for the auction house. But it's a cool system, and it's also something we can do just to send people items long distance if we want. Just put an auction up for like 1 gear. If somebody needed a delicious hot pie sent to them and they're thousands of blocks away. As long as we both have access to that auction house via a trader nearby, they can get a delicious hot pie sent to them for very cheap. And even though I know that they would pay, endless amounts of money for one of the pies. No poison mushrooms either, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's get this. Oh, my inventory's so full. Crap, hold on. Let's put this away. Go on the wall, sir. I'm not going to char this bread because I don't think the trader will buy it if it's charred. And bread actually does last a good little while. It's great for server, in particular public servers. Yeah, I think in a public server it's going to be like absolutely mandatory for sure. Unfortunately, there's griefers out there. We've got a really solid and great community here currently. We haven't had any problems with that sort of thing. The only reason I mention it is more because like I said, it gives you that sense of ownership, I think, in a lot of ways, which is fun. It's fun, but it also has the benefit of, preventing, like I said, bad stuff. All right, I just put away my breadcrumbs for some reason, and I need them. I need them again. Don't worry, there's only death cap 3% of the time. Actually, it's 20% of the time. But I unlearned that trait. Yes, I did manage to get drunk enough that I would unlearn it. A little bit of an inside joke on the server there. But one of the XSkills I had would add a random ingredient every time I cooked a crock. But little did I know that the random ingredient could potentially be a poisonous mushroom, if you can believe that. And I don't know if that's like a bug or if the mod author is just trolling, but yeah, unfortunately, Aram or Monster VT there in chat was the victim of this. Oh, it's still right here too. Yeah, it's right here. I'm waiting for it to rot so I can clean it out. Or can I just clean this out with stuff in it? Yeah, but look at this. It says death cap. Look at the top tooltip. Porridge with masked chopped death cap. I swear to God, I didn't put that in there. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm gonna have to set it outside on the porch. I don't want any local cats to come by and eat it. They'll die. They'll get poisoned. Yeah, but literally, I'm just waiting for this stuff to rot so I can clean the bowl. Oh, I left him at 1 HP. It also got me thinking, too, and I think we talked about this monster at the time, but that got me thinking I'd like to see them introduce, like, a cool, like, poison resistance mechanic. So, like, if you eat a pot of stew with poison mushroom in it, it will reduce you to 1 HP the first time you do it. But the second time you eat it, it will only reduce you to 2 HP and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hey, what's up, Apocalypse Andy? Hello. Thanks for coming by. I think you can scoop it out with bowls and then throw the bowls in the water. Okay, I'll try that, Andy. Thank you. Is there a modless commit? No, Andy, I'm so sorry, buddy. I haven't set that up yet. This is literally my first stream here in this world. I could get you a list of it. It'll be a little bit of spam in the chat because it's like 60 mods long. But I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this stream up on my YouTube page tomorrow. The VOD will go live on YouTube tomorrow night. And I'm going to include the full mod list as well as the world seed and stuff in that video description. So if you're really interested, yeah, you'll be able to check it out. But if you got any questions just about specific mods, shout them out. I'll see if I can help identify what we're playing and stuff. But all right, so let's see. Yeah, and I'll try and get that mod command set up if I do more streams here in the world, which I'd like to. Oh no, my bread charred. No, that's okay. That's okay with me. Damn it. This will be for our own personal use right here. The trader will never see this. He'll never know my failures as a cook. Get in there. Damn. All right, we got 4 more left. One more round. Let's go put these away real quick before the bread burns again. I really don't know how much this trader's going to want to buy from me, but it's good to have a stack of it or so when we go over there. All right, yeah, and we covered the cabinets here earlier. This is the More Shelves mod, I think is what Wiz said it was called. Really fun mod. Adds all kinds of different shelves. You can really specialize and display stuff really nicely. All right, let's see. Okay, that's going good. How's this? Okay, part baked. Yep, we got progress. Let's go. These were both just little one serving. Oh my God, come on, people. Yeah, so I'm not going to seal those up. All right, look at this. A little impromptu baking session. I love it. We even got some sunflower seeds, peanuts here. Those are being saved for fruit bars. These 3 things. pretty much the main ingredient for those fruit bars I showed you guys. Oh, okay, red bread's done. Grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Boom. And 4 more. We'll do 1 in each. Silly. Helps. It doesn't do anything at all, but I'm going to do it. All right, so we got food. We got tradable stuff. Let's go drop these extra ingredients back into our cellar. Which one had the veggies in it? I still haven't really organized very well back here. I'm just throwing crap wherever for most part. All right, and out we go. Have you looked at all the cases yet? Cursed Whist, I've looked at... No, I have to say no, I haven't. Andy introduced me to one that was really funny and cool looking, though. It was the seed cabinet. Yeah, the seed shelf right there. This one is... I have to build this. Oh, it takes a pie cheese shelf and 4 boards. Let's make this right now, actually. I want to show everybody how funny this is. I really got a kick out of the look of this one. I've got some extra pie shelves. I'll just grab one. Probably need more than 1 seed shelf, but I've got an abundance of seeds. Again, I'm not technically the miner here, but I did take on that role. At least until we get some more folks in here. All the casks. Oh, no, I haven't looked at the I don't even know what that is. Is that for, like, aging wines and stuff? And liqueurs? Let's look at it, what she's referring to. There's nothing under cask. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but I'm still gonna build the seed thing. Oh, we need some. Let's give this to the kitty. Are you hungry yet, fatso? Yeah, okay, she's fat. All right, put that away. And I hear a Bowtorn out here wanting to murder me. It's cold, icy, and we got Bowtorns hissing at me. Hey, look at that seed shelf. All right, let's go. Let's go look at this. Come on, place it down. Oh, that was the wrong kind of thing. Oh, right, they use barrels. What kind? Is there like is there a whole bunch of different barrels actually? Barricade. We got the regular barrel. Barrel cactus. Barrel rack. Oh, food shelves. That's the name of the mod. Liquid stored in this barrel rack stay fresh 50% longer. Not bad. Oh, that'll be huge for my milk. How do I make it? Oh my god, that's wait. I have to go through that process. Looks like it might be a couple steps there. Large and some stackable racks. Okay. Well, I like the look of that thing for sure. So let's put this seed rack. We'll put it right here for now. I might end up moving it, but watch this. I got a kick out of this because of how these look when you put them on here. They resemble, to me at least, like Super Mario sprites. Look at that. Look how cute those little seeds are. Look at that. Doesn't that look like I don't know, an object that Super Mario would eat to give him special powers? Let's grab some more and put them in there. Put some of our more exotic stuff up here. Look at that. Yeah, and it actually will stack a whole bunch. Yeah, see, I just put like 8 in that row. Okay, there's like 12 there. I bet you I can just hold shift and do it too. Yep. No, that's doing one at a time. Were you on the server for Christmas? We just had 25 December earlier. I might have been on streaming, but I missed it. Wasn't paying attention to the date. I'm sorry, everybody. Happy Christmas to you folks out there on the server. Hey, Wist finally got her elk gears. Congrats, Wist. Yeah, a few of us went through the archives and are able to get our elk mounts, but few of us have actually had the gears to buy them. I think up to this point, Aaron might be the only one. Oh, that just puts the whole stack in there. Beautiful. Oh, okay, wait. Pull that out. Look at this. Organized, people. I'm super organized. I'm going to need to like 10 of these. So wait, can I put more? Because it looks like you can put more in front of the others. Yes. Oh, I don't need 10 of them. I've got more than enough. This is crazy. I'm still going to leave this box out here. This is for my drop-off for people. Make it easy. You know, sometimes people don't want to come over here to this little shelf and be like, oh, let me crouch and click shift and control. They'll just be able to drop it in the box, but I will organize things. Look at this. I love it. Aram was on for Christmas. Where's my present then, Aram? I don't see anything in my stockings here, sir. I'll just go ahead and take some of your acacia boards, I think. No, I'm just kidding. Oops, I got one more seed here. All right, let's put this away. What time is it? Oh, it's nighttime. Maybe we can coax some of the other players on the server to go to sleep here in a couple hours. We'll see. But we're going to zip over to the trader. And actually, this will give us a good opportunity to look at spawn, too. So for anybody who hasn't been on the server or seen my previous videos, you'll get to see where new players spawn into the world and stuff. You're free to... I got to set up a trees at this point. Yeah, I like that acacia. I might have to do something with that, actually. I'm actually setting up a dwarf hole right now. Nice, Andy. Love to hear it. So this was the spot of the community's original home. Like when we first started, there was a group of like 6 of us, I think, who were original to the server. And this was kind of where we established ourselves. There was a big clay deposit right under here. So, of course, we got our pit kilns going. This is community chests, so you can take or leave anything. We got some valuable stuff in here too. Don't neglect looking at that. But this was the first original kitchen setup. Hey there, Crepagi, how are you? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yeah, we can jump in bed real quick. I see people in chat. I'm in bed. Welcome, everybody. So if you're tuning in just now, don't worry. We're not in the dinosaur world, but that series isn't over. I haven't given up on it. In fact, we're going to be streaming, I think, another Dino World live stream pretty soon, in the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, we're here on my multiplayer server. I've had this up for about 2 weeks now. Ish, roughly. We've got a great community of players. If you're interested in joining, sign up on my Patreon. The link is pinned in the chat there. But yeah, we're just showing off a little bit of the server and stuff. And hopefully, well, I wanted to get some building done, but I got very little building done. But this right here gives you guys a good opportunity if you never played on a multiplayer server. That yes, you do. Everyone on the server has to sleep and be in bed at the same time. If you want to actually sleep, it's a little bit of a pain, but again, if you got a great community like we do here, it's not that big of an issue. And if you can't get to a bed, then you can just log off for a few seconds and log back in. But all right, anyway, we only slept towards 1:22. Yeah, somebody got out of bed early. It's always something. So this is our little apiary over here. Yeah, we've got, of course, it's winter, so I think they're pretty docile, but I've been keeping up with this, using this in some of my various cooking recipes and stuff, which I'm always excited for. And these paper lanterns, as I recall, are made by... Isn't this a recipe for the Alchemist or something like that? Can't remember. Maybe they're base game, but they are amazing. Light sources, really, really good. I don't even need my lantern. Have you tried From Golden Combs? Really good beekeeping mod. You know, Lag, that's one of the mods I've installed in my single player worlds before, but I never actually got to use it much. And unfortunately, I did not install it in this world, sadly. So that probably should be one I go back and do. Yeah, I'd like to experiment with that a bit more. And this might be the perfect opportunity when I've got extra time here. I'm going to remove these. This was our original light source that I placed. I'm going to grab some of these oil lamps that I put and probably reuse them. Because you can see the lanterns are super powerful. Yeah, I don't even need this here. Oh, look at this. I'm rocking my steel pickaxe, people. Oh, yeah, baby. I made myself one. I needed it. All right, we're good to go. Let's get over here to this trader. Yeah, we've got a little bit of an orchard set up over here too. Some of our original players were building a base over here before they moved south, but we've got some fruit trees. Yeah, there's quite a few of them, so I'm really looking forward to those this coming spring. We're going to get a lot of fruit. Oh, I picked up that Falx by accident. Let's see, very well balanced and make sure the skeps still have some purpose. Oh, Kylak, I'll check it out. At this point, I'm trying to avoid installing more mods on the server just because it actually does take memory and cost more money to maintain the server, but I'm always willing to consider good ones like that too. Plus, you know, we want to minimize things like crashes or incompatibilities, but for the most part, everybody knows Vintage Story is great with their mods. Oh, look at this. This hungry boy right here is willing to buy my delicious bread. 4 gears? How about more? Yes, okay. Not anymore. I just got 6 gears out of that little bread, that little bake-off that we just did, people. See, I've got to get my gears too and earn my elk mount just like everybody else. It's no easy game, but it'll happen one day. And if we come just over here, this little disgusting building is actually the spawn point. So it's not a totally enclosed room, but it will prevent wolves or bears from eating a new player. And of course, excuse me, since we do have the working classes mod, you know, that's the first thing you do when you join a world is choose your class. And I wanted to give people like an opportunity to sit and look at that class and read through all of them casually without a rush. So I did construct this little safety room here for people, but welcome to the server, everybody. Follow the path to town. So, well, there we go. We've gone for about an hour and a half in today's stream. I think that's probably a good place to end things. I definitely wanted to spend more time building, but again, I might dedicate a future stream to more of that, and we're definitely going to be visiting the server again here too in the future. But I want to get back on and start collecting materials and firing up charcoal, working with the steel. So we'll be signing off for now, everybody, but I appreciate you all very much. And again, if you missed the beginning, I will have this VOD up on YouTube tomorrow. So thank you once again, everybody. Make sure, if you're interested, to join the Patreon, and I will see you all on the next one.